Hi, dear students. Welcome back to the online class directed by Kapashkula City Corporation Girls High School. Dear students, how are you? I hope you all are fine. I am also fine by the grace of Almighty God. I hope you all are staying safe at home and you are all are enjoying the class. You are learning many things from the online class. You know me very well. Just as a formality, I am introducing myself. I am Shukla, assistant teacher in English, Kapashkula City Corporation Girls High School. In the previous class, I have taught you narration or speech. Today, I also teach you about this topic because it is an important topic in grammar and for better understanding it needs elaborate discussion. So I am continuing this topic in this class also. In the previous class you have known about the rules of changing speech and you have known about the change of tenses, change of pronouns in changing narration. Today you will have known about changing narration in different sentences. Learning outcomes. After studied, you will be able to know about some basic rules of changing narration, realize about the rules of changing speech in assertive sentence, understand the rules of changing speech in interrogative sentence. Before starting the class, I inform you about the types of sentences. Because today's topic is changing narration in different sentences. So, how many types of sentences? You know that there are 5 kinds of sentences. They are assertive sentence, interrogative sentence, imperative sentence, optative sentence and exclamatory sentence. In this class, we will know about the changing of assertive sentence and interrogative sentence in narration. At first, we will know about assertive sentence. In narration, said of reporting verb is changed into told if object is not given. In reported speech, said will not be changed. There are some examples for your better understanding. In the first example, they said, we have done our duty. The said that they have done their duty. Here you see the reporting verb is said. In indirect speech, said is not changed because there is no object here. But in the second sentence, you see, she said to teacher, I was not making a noise. In direct speech, she told teacher that she had not been making a noise. Here reporting verb said is changed in told because there is an object which is teacher. In the third sentence, we also see that he said to me, you are not running very fast. He told me that I was not running very fast. Here, reporting verb said is changed into told because there is an object me. There is an example of assertive sentence She says to me, you are a good boy. Here says is reporting verb and you are a good boy is reported speech. Reporting verb can be used as present indefinite or future indefinite or present perfect. In present indefinite we use say. In future indefinite we use will say. In present perfect we use has said or have said. The change of persons. First person is changed according to subject. Second person is changed according to object, and there is no change in third person. For example, direct speech, he has said, I am going to market now. Here you see, indirect speech will be, he has said that he is going to market then. There are some rules of changing narration. In assertive sentence, when we change direct speech into indirect speech, we remove comma, inverted commas, and we use connector that. For example, direct speech, he said, I do not like pasta. Here you see comma and inverted comma. Indirect speech, he said that he didn't like pasta. In indirect speech, you don't see any comma or inverted comma because they are omitted and that has been used as linker here. The second rule, when there is an object in reporting verb, change said to into told and says to into tells. For example, he said to me, you have been a great help. He told me that I had been a great help. Here, said to has been changed into told because of an object me. In the second example, he says to me, my teacher is highly educated. He tells me that his teacher is highly educated. Here, says to is changed into tells because there is an object after reporting verb. So, when there is an object in reporting verb, said to will be changed into told and says to will be changed into tells. Now, we will know about some rules of interrogative sentence in changing narration. Rule number 1. Reporting verb is changed into ask or inquire of and if and whether is used as linking word. Do, does and did are omitted. The auxiliary verb in the reported speech is used after the subject. There are some examples here. The first example is, he said to me, do you know my friend? In that speech, he asked me if I knew his friend. Here you see, said to is changed into asked. And if is used here as a linking word. And verb is used after the subject I. In the second example, you see, I said to him, does he come here? The indirect speech will be, I asked him if he went there. Here you also see, said to is changed into asked. And if is used as linker or linking word. And here is changed into there. In the third example, you see that in direct speech, he said to me, are you going there today? In direct speech, he asked me if I was going there that day. Here today is changed into that day. The next example is that space you said to me, did you write a letter? In that space you asked me if I had written a letter. I hope you all have understood assertive sentence, interrogative sentence, the changing of these sentences in narration. In interrogative sentence, you also see that interrogative sentence has been changed into assertive sentence or the statement. And after the ending of this sentence, we have to put full stop instead of question mark. Rule number 2. If the reported speech begins with who, what, which, when, where, why, how, etc., these are not changed, and if or whether is not used. The auxiliary verb in the reported speech is used after the subject. There are some examples here. For example, he said to her, "Who are you?" In that speech, he asked her who she was. Here we see that who is not changed here, because in interrogative sentence when we change narration, who, what, which, when, where, why, how will not be changed, and there will not be used any linker or linking word if or whether, and she is subject and was is verb, and verb is used after the subject, because in changing narration we have to change interrogative sentence into assertive sentence in case of indirect speech. The second example is, he said to me, "What do you want?" He asked me what I wanted. Here what has not been changed. The third example, he said to you, "Which book did you buy?" He asked you which book you had bought. Here you also say which is not changed. I said to him, "When are you coming back?" I asked him when he was going back. Here when is not changed and coming is changed into going. He said to me, "How have you done the sum?" He asked me how I had been done the sum. Here how is not changed. So in this way interrogative sentence is changed into assertive sentence in case of changing narration. Now we will watch a video to get a clear conception about interrogative sentence.
Now there are three important changes when we are given an interrogative sentence for conversion. Rest all things remain the same. Number 1. Change of reporting verb. Number 2. Replacement of inverted commas. And number 3. Conversion of a question into a statement. As you can see, there is a change in step 2 and 3 and an additional step is added. Let's understand these changes in depth. Number 1. Change of reporting verb for questions. Said or said to converts to asked. Says or says to converts to asks. And say or say to converts to ask. Apart from it, we may use reporting verb like inquire, suggest, inform as per the meaning of sentence. Also, if already asked or asked is there, no need to change the reporting verb. Number 2. Replace inverted commas. In case of a direct question, we will replace quotes directly with the question word. We don't need any additional conjunction here. But in case of a yes-no type of question, we will replace inverted commas with either if or whether. One additional step or step number 7 after all these steps is to convert a question into a statement or assertive sentence. Remember to replace question mark into a full stop or period at the end of a sentence. Let's understand the application of this 7-step formula with an example. She said to me, "What are you doing now?" Step number 1 is to identify. She is the subject, the object is me, here you is the second person, and said to is the reporting verb. And as said to is in past form, we need to check the tense of the reported speech. Here the tense is present continuous. Step 2 is to change the reporting verb. Said to will become asked here. Step 3 is to replace the inverted comma with what, as it is a direct question. So the sentence will become like this. She asked me what. Step 4 is change of pronoun. Here you is the second person and object is me. So you will be converted to I. Step 5 is a change of tense. Here the reported speech is in present continuous. So it will convert into past continuous. So are doing gets converted to was doing. Step 6 is the change of word denoting time. Here now will be converted to then. So after step 6 the sentence is, what was I doing then? Converting it to a statement, what I was doing then. Notice the placement of the verb has changed. Also, we have removed the question mark into a period or full stop. The outcome is in the form of an indirect speech, which is, she asked me what I was doing then. I hope you have understood all the 7 steps. Let's look into the next example. Ram said, "Shyam, where did you go yesterday?" Let's apply the 7-step formula here. Step 1 is to identify. Ram is the subject, Shyam is the object, said is the reporting verb. And as said is in past form, we need to check the tense of the reported speech. Here the tense is simple past. Step 2 is the change of reporting verb. Said will become asked here. Step 3 is to replace the inverted comma with where, as it is a direct question. The sentence will become like this. Step 4 is the change of pronoun. Here you is in second person and object is Shyam. So you will be converted to he. Step 6 is the change of tense. Here the reported speech is in simple past. So it will be converted to past perfect. Did go gets converted to had gone. Step 6 is the change of word denoting time. Here yesterday will be converted to the previous day. Now the last step is to convert a question into a statement. So after step 6 of the sentence, it becomes like this. Where had he gone the previous day? Converting it to a statement, it becomes where he had gone the previous day. The final converted sentence is Ram asked Shyam where he had gone the previous day. Let's look into the next example. He said to her, "Will you listen to such a person?" Step 1 is to identify. He is the subject, her is the object, and said to is the reporting verb. And as said to is in past form, we need to check the tense of the reported speech. Here the tense is simple future. Step 2 is the change of reporting verb. Said to will become asked here. Step 3 is replace the inverted comma with if, as it is a yes-no type of question. So the sentence will become like this. He asked her if. Step 4 is the change of pronoun. Here You is in the second person and object is her. So you will be converted to she. Step 5 is the change of tense. Here the reported speech is in simple future. So will gets converted to would. And step 6, change of word denoting time. But as there are no such word, it won't come here. Now the last step is to convert a question into a statement. After the sixth step, the sentence is, would she listen to such a person? Applying step 7, the statement becomes, she would listen to such a person. The final converted sentence is, he asked her if she would listen to such a person. Let's look into another example. The teacher asked the students, does the sun rises in the east? Step 1 is to identify. Teacher is the subject, students is the object, and asked is the reporting verb. Here, asked is in past form, but the question is a universal truth. So, there won't be any change of tense in this case. The next step is to change the reporting verb. Here, reporting verb is already asked, so there won't be any change. The next step is to replace inverted comma with if, as it is a yes-no type of question. Step 4 is change of pronoun. As there is no pronoun, this step won't come. Step 5 is the change of tense. As the question is a universal truth, we won't be changing the tense of the sentence. And the step 6 is the change of word denoting time. As there are no such word, this step also won't come into the picture. Step 4, 5, 6 won't come here, so after implementing the last step, the sentence will become like this. The teacher asked the student if the sun rises in the east. Let's look into
Now I will evaluate you through some questions. Change the form of speech from direct to indirect. The first question is direct speech. Rashid said, I shall go to Delhi tomorrow. The second question is, Tanvir said to me, I have never seen a man like you. Arif said to me, do you require any help? Number 4, my father said to me, which pen do you like? I have given her the answers. Please practice these direct speech and write down the answers and match the answers with the given answers. Here is the homework. Change the form of speech from direct to indirect. Rumi said to Shumi, you are wrong. Ruma said, my father will go home tomorrow. Robin said to his sister, will you go to school? He said to me, are you reading my book? She said to me, who are you and what do you want? The teacher said to the boys, why are you making a noise? Please do this homework at your home and practice narration more and more so that you can get a clear understanding about this topic. And narration is not so easy, so you have to practice more and more again and again. And for your better understanding, I am continuing this topic in this class, and in the next class I also continue this topic and I will discuss about 3 other sentences in that class. At the end of the class, I want to give you some moral lessons. The first one is be humane and sympathetic, and the second one is be patient and industrious. To be a good human being, you must be sympathetic to others. You must be patient. You must be industrious. If you want to be a good student, you must be a good human being. So, be a good human being, and best wishes to all of you. Thank you very much for watching my presentation. Goodbye. See you again.